wears at the same time. I don't know. This is kind of a tough one. So I think seeing the outfit would help. Okay. It's like a little silky nightgown. And it sounds like she's not wearing it around like all the time. It's just like when she's going to bed or just, you know, I don't know. I don't know what the right thing is. Like I gotta think, I have siblings. So if my brother was walking around in this thing, one of my sisters walk around in my house with this, I mean, I wouldn't really care. I wouldn't really think anything of it. And I don't know if like Caleb saw for whatever reason, he would just be like, you know, I don't know if it was like inappropriate or whatever. I don't know. This is tough. I don't want to like say the wrong thing, you know? I want to know what the comments say. Okay, comments say, you're the asshole. She's wearing a knee-length nightgown. What next? She can't show her shoulders, a little bit of cleavage, her ankles. Oh man, I don't like people wearing shoes in my house. That is a rule about what people are allowed to wear in my house. I recognize that many people in the world are totally fine with wearing shoes in the house, so it isn't that shoes as clothing item is wrong, it's just that there's a time and place where it is appropriate. OP is allowed to ask a house guest to wear appropriate clothing. Okay, that's what I'm thinking too. It's like, I think it's okay to ask. Maybe OP is a prude. Maybe your husband is a serial cheater. Yeah, there could be a lot of context we're missing. Maybe OP or her husband had a traumatic experience with a silky negligee and the sight of satin sets off their anxiety. OP doesn't have to justify why her sister wearing revealing clothing makes her uncomfortable. House guests should be respectful of their host's wishes, and hosts should be as accommodating as their morals and boundaries allow. The fact that the sister became argumentative makes me think that she sees herself as a housemate instead of a guest, and that's a recipe for disaster. You make different concessions for roommates versus guest, and that sister is entirely too comfortable. Okay, so that's two like opposing views. Interesting. And then the person below that said, nah, not wearing shoes in the house is a matter of hygiene, not creating more housework for yourself. OP sister's knee-length nightgown isn't tracking in dirt from outside or creating an environment that requires OP to clean more. It's simply a matter of her not liking it. Yes, this is a tough one. And then it said, guests not wearing lingerie in common areas of other people's homes is not the slippery slope you think it is, and is a completely normal thing to ask of house guests. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, if I asked my sister, like, hey, I can see a lot what's going on, like, you know, whatever, then she'd be like, oh yeah, sorry, or whatever. But I mean, I just know the situation would never happen, so it's hard for me to understand, I guess. Interesting. I agree the sister could always wear a bathrobe. It's weird because she did get labeled the asshole. She's wearing a knee-length nightgown to get a drink or go to the bathroom. OP's husband didn't even see her in it, so the argument isn't even over something that's happened. It's unhinged to expect people to buy clothes they wouldn't feel comfortable in when there's nothing wrong with what she's actually wearing, which she's mostly only wearing in her bedroom anyway. Yeah, I am thinking that there's probably context here in where she might think that the husband might see her and might think something, or just might create an awkward situation. And at the end of the day, it is her house, but again, you can't really control what people wear, so this is tough. Like, maybe soft asshole? Both of them are soft assholes? I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm actually really curious. Am I the asshole for siding with my brother over my very pregnant sister? Lushashi. My brother, Spencer, 38, bought an expensive Father's Day gift, gave it to him, and told my dad it was from all of his kids. The problem is, he didn't ask any of us before giving it to my dad. If split evenly between the four of us, this gift is still 3 to 4 times what I would have normally spent on a Father's Day gift. Okay, yeah, this is tough. He said he wanted to say it was from all of us because he didn't think our dad would accept such an expensive gift from only him. Okay. If there's like compensation here, if he's like, I covered you guys, like you guys can just give me X amount of money, like whatever you were willing to spend, that we can put that into the gift. That's the only way this could work. So I'm a little annoyed, but Spencer never asked any of us to actually chip in. Oh, okay. All right, I know that he has been having a rough time with my dad, and I figured he's trying to improve that with a big, thoughtful, but way too expensive gift. I talked about it with my husband, and we agreed to kind of ignore it. It's fine if Spencer wants to say it's from the group or not, but since we didn't have any forewarning, we don't feel obligated to go in on this gift. That's fair, especially if he didn't ask for it, okay? My sister, Anne, 34, had a different reaction. She feels that he made her complicit in a lie, and that she doesn't feel safe being around him while he's acting impulsive and possibly manic. Okay, this went downhill really fast, okay? Anne told Spencer he needs to talk to his therapist and psychiatrist, tell our dad he lied, and told him that he was not welcome to be around her family or to meet the baby, who is due to be born soon, until he can manage his impulsiveness and outbursts. Okay, I think there's stuff going on that we didn't get context of. Like, has he had issues with this in the past? Does he suffer? Is he bipolar? Does he have, like, the context would very much help here, but this seems like pretty extreme with the context that I have. Spencer apologized to Anne and said that he would do what she asked, but that he didn't feel safe communicating with her anymore and that she can see his kids through his ex-wife if Anne would like. Wow, okay, they're just like, what happened? Then he left our sibling group chat and also separately apologized to my other sibling and I for being impulsive and inconsiderate. I'm so frustrated and said, I loved that my siblings and I were all talking again. It was a nice couple of years. Okay, clearly there's been some bad blood here. Holy shit. Stepping into some family drama. Anne said she is disappointed in Spencer's response and said she didn't intend for him to go no contact, but she was fine if he did. I told her that I loved her, but I interpreted the same "you're cut off, stay away from me" message that Spencer did. I basically told her that she's in the wrong and the ball is in her court. I might be a little biased towards Spencer because he was much nicer to me than Anne was growing up. Okay, he was much nicer. I don't know why I said is. Okay, so am I the asshole? Oh, we got actual numbers. Okay, the actual numbers. I'm a cheapskate and aim to spend for 25 to 35 for a family gift like that. Spencer spent 400 for a secondhand grill that retails new for 1,000. Spencer had a manic episode a year and a half ago that was caused by thyroid problems. He was not diagnosed with bipolar disorder. I'm 30 if that's relevant to you. Interesting. Okay, this is good context. Oh, and more. Okay, we have more context, more edits. My younger brother, a grill aficionado, knew about the grill before it was purchased and told Spencer it was a great deal and he'd love to go in on it for Father's Day. Oh. Okay, I wish he would have said something in the chat when Anne was attacking Spencer, but oh well. Yeah, he was like quiet in the chat. What the I could have asked younger brother his perspective before now. Okay, I mean, everybody has like a different budget, so that doesn't really matter. And you have to be respectful of that, you know? Like, this is very like all of the siblings, like as growing up, we all always went in on a gift for like our parents for their birthdays or Mother and Father's Day. Like since we're adults now, sometimes we still do, but usually we're just kind of on our own. But like I've done gifts where I'm like, hey guys, like mom really wants this thing and you know, I'll pay for a good chunk of it because I'm prepared to spend that much, but I know you guys aren't. So if you want to chip in, great. If not, whatever. If you just want to take credit, great. I don't really care, you know? So, but you gotta talk. Communication is key, especially with siblings, man. At least for me. But yeah, I don't know. Like all of this could have been resolved if he talked, for sure. But I think the sister's reaction is deep-seated in some other stuff that we don't know about, because that was like quite literally a lot. Like I'm wondering if this manic episode was like violent or put somebody in danger, because that's the only way I would like cut somebody off completely or feel threatened, I guess. I don't know. I don't think you're the asshole though. Let's see what people say. Info. Wow, this is odd. At first I felt like it was just a big green egg that you didn't want to pitch in for. Then suddenly your sister is saying this is indicative and serious mental illness on his part and he can't be around her baby. I think we need some more info here. Yeah, agreed. It basically is a big green egg. What the fuck does that mean? Does it mean elephant in the room? What does that mean? I don't want to pitch in for, haha, but I think it's okay that I don't want to chip in since we weren't asked. Though maybe that is a mature response from me, not sure. My sister does have a history of armchair diagnosis and cutting people off. Okay, so she's diagnosing her brother, like saying like, oh my god, he's manic, he's bipolar, when he's actually not. Sounds like your sister could use some type of therapy or medication herself. She sounds bossy, mean, and just generally insufferable. With the family history of mania, I'd be concerned that the sister is experiencing prenatal psychosis. Bipolar is the biggest risk factor for prenatal psychosis. Oh my gosh, it flip-flopped. Now she may have something. I think Reddit shouldn't diagnose people. Personally. But overall, I don't think you're the asshole. I think it's fine the way you handled it. You're like, okay, like, I wish you didn't do that. I wish you didn't say I bought something that I didn't buy. But, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. Strange. What do you guys think? Let's move on. All right. Am I the asshole for sneaking out and causing my sister to lose her job? My sister is 33 and I'm a 14-year-old female. She had a baby 3 months ago. Well, quite the age gap. I have an age gap like that too. It's quite big. I'm like more of an auntie to some of my siblings. Anyway, I just got out of school for the summer and really wanted to rest, but my sister decided she wants to finally get a job. Now she's making me babysit my niece. I have zero experience with babies and I get overstimulated easy. It's been really hard for me. Okay, that's fair. I asked her if she could put the baby in daycare or something, but she refused. I decided to just suck it up, but it's been exhausting. I have insomnia, and it's a bit hard to sleep when I feel like I need to be awake 24/7 to watch the baby. I'm constantly scared something might happen if I fall asleep. Oh. You're 14, you're a baby. Oh my gosh, okay. I told my mom how I felt, but she said I'd have to deal with it. Who are these people? Both my parents work, so I'm left alone with the baby for hours almost every day. A few days ago, I got tired of everything. The night before my sister got ready for work, I snuck out and went to my friend's house so I wouldn't have to deal with it and could finally get some sleep. When I came home that morning, after I saw all the missed calls and messages, and my mom and sister were really mad at me. They said I was being selfish and lazy. My sister even quit her job because I told her I'd leave again